disclaimer before we get into the video, this is not meant to offend anyone. Opinions are opinions, and they're yours. I love all of y'all's opinions because you were generous enough to respect our content, so thank you so much. Just a quick disclaimer. A lot of people have been trashing this rider for the way she's sitting on the horse, on how the horse's floating bone. So it's just her show coat flapping back, because if you don't know, the show coats have a train. It just looks fancier and it's for the competition. And people say she's pulling on the reins. They took this picture at an unfortunate time, and she's getting his head set up. And we do that by lifting up in her hands, going left, right, bump is what we call it our barn. And it just gives them a little reminder to keep their heads up. But it doesn't mean that they don't naturally hold them like that. Sometimes they get excited and will try to go faster. So this is just sometimes wrong time to take a photo, but that's the explanation behind this one. Next subject I want to talk about is men's equitation. As you can see, they're definitely more hunched over, and I'm not really sure why this is, but that is their equitation. Women's equitation is much different, as you can see right here. So yeah, I'm not really sure why it's like that, but it's just how they are, and it's just how the men's equitation, that's just how it is. Plus, people say they're pulling on the reins, and they could be. Again, saddle seat is not all good. Sometimes it's bad, but it's just like any other discipline. Hunter jumper, barrel racer. It can really depend on the rider and the horse. You'll see here some saddlebreds that are just playing in the field, and no one's making them force their head like this. No one's doing anything. They're just doing this because they're playing. Like, look at that horse. He's not being forced to do anything. That's his natural motion. Now I want to talk about some exaggeration of the gaits. So obviously this gait is slightly exaggerated, but it's just because they're collected, they're in a show, and they know what they're doing. Saddlebreds know their job, and they like their job, and they're doing it well. I wanted to add, you can see how light the kids' hands are, and that's where they're supposed to be. So we're definitely not pulling on the reins, and you can tell because that is a main part of our equitation. That's a really big part of our training. You can back to what I was saying, you can tell the saddlebred likes his job, and how he's picking up his feet. He's collected, and they are trained before they go into shows, and once they get out of shows, they will still pick up their feet like this until they get older, and they just don't have the muscle anymore. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this cleared some things up, and bye. We'll see you in the next video. Bye!